Alrighty, back at it. It is day 20. It is July 30th. So for today's workout, I did 4 exercises. They're all going to be in kind of a kneeling or sitting position. So for the first one, I have my yoga block just for a little bit of knee padding and a little bit of extra range of motion. So as I bring it in, I clear the floor a little bit better. You don't have to have a yoga block, but if you have a very thin exercise mat, I would recommend putting some cushion, maybe an extra towel or something under your knee. So for this one, on the knee that I'm not having my weight on, I'm extending it back and then also extending the opposite arm at the same time. So bring it in. I'm touching my palm to the top of my knee. I'm really trying to keep my balance there. And then my hips and my shoulder I'm trying to keep very square. So I'm moving on to the other side. I did 15 on that side, going on to the other side, trying to set it up exactly in the same position. And then setting up my hand, the hand that stays on the ground, with my wrist, elbow, and shoulder aligned. So same thing on this side, extending my arm out, extending my leg out, bringing it back in, tapping just so they come into contact, and then trying to keep my hips and my the rest of my upper body square. And when I say that, I just mean in line with the floor. So instead of opening up my hips or tilting my hips, I'm keeping them very level. So I'm doing 15 on this side. And then moving on into my second exercise. So this one is also kneeling. You can put a towel. I forgot to grab an extra towel, but another towel to cushion the knees a little bit if you need to. And then I am just doing these little side crunches. So my arm is just down by my side on the side that I'm crunching down on. And then I'm tapping my fingertips down to the ground. My other arm is just kind of up by my ear, just loosely in a kind of like you would if you were doing a regular crunch on the ground. All right, switching over to the other side. Oh, I did 30 reps on the other side, and now I'm going to be doing 30 reps on this side. Right, so I'm crunching down to the side, and I am also going maybe just a little bit forward just to get a bit more of range of motion, and I feel it a little bit more with my abs on this one. If you don't feel it as much and you feel it better just going straight to the side and not slightly forward, that works too. All right, there's that 30. And then going into this next exercise, I'm calling this one a stag leg lift. So if anyone is familiar with a stag leap or a double stag leap, the legs are kind of positioned like this. So I am lifting up that back leg up off of the ground. So it's a little bit of a smaller angle than 90 degrees. And I am using my hip flexor and also kind of like the top of my glute into my side ab. So I'm did 15 lifts on that side. I'm going over to the other side and doing 15 lifts as well. So the movement is going to be very small. If you have limited hip mobility, you may barely even be able to get it off, but that's okay. Work on your hip mobility and just that contraction on the side. All right, and there's my 15. Last one I'm setting up. For this one, I did use a yoga block. Usually I just do it on the floor, but if you do it on the floor, you definitely need some extra cushion. So for this one, these are kneeling lean backs. So this does target your quads as well, but you also want to keep your belly button nice and tucked in, and you get a bit of an ab quiver as you lean back. So just thinking of your body as a board. And my thought process for today was progression, not obsession. So there are going to be some days where you just feel like you're not doing an adequate job. Like today, for example, I didn't take into account the height of the yoga block, and I wasn't in frame like I would have liked to have been for the video. I'm also feeling like I'm kind of retaining water. I'm not looking my best. But guess what? It doesn't mean I'm not making progress. I still did the work and what I needed to do. It can be addictive when you're locked onto a goal and there's time to obsess about what you're pursuing, but not at the cost of beating yourself up to the point of a complete knockout. So don't obsess about what's already past or what the future cost might be if you don't do something exactly right. Just give yourself some grace, observe what you can improve, and implement it moving forward. All right, I'll see you in day 21.